All right. My name is Paula Hess, and from Big Hairy Dog, and I'd like to welcome you to our webinar, a live transaction demo with eMobile Point of Sale. Joining us today, we have Matt Glaze, Director of Business Development from eNabler, and Joe Vasquez, CEO of eNabler. And then also Kevin from Big Hairy Dog is joining us as well. We are going to show you how eMobile works as a powerful extension of Retail Pro, and then we're going to go through a live mobile sell, how it is processed on both the eMobile handheld device and a kiosk. And then we're going to show you that transaction live, how it flows into Retail Pro. And then Kevin's going to show you kind of the back end of Retail Pro so that you can see how that transaction comes into there, and then some reporting that is available. And with that, I will go ahead and hand the call off to Matt. Apologize, Matt. It looks like for some reason you are muted. Give me just a moment here.
All right, it looks like I'm off mute now. Can you hear me okay, Paula? Am I coming through?
Yes, I can. Thank you.
All right, wonderful. Well, thank you for that introduction as well. I would just like to, first of all, thank everybody for attending today. Thank you for your time. We realize how important that is. So I just want to kind of introduce us and our company to you briefly. And again, just thank everyone for being here. So my name is Matt Glaze. I am the U.S. Channel Manager here at eNabler Corp. We also are known as eMobilePOS, which is our flagship product. I've been with the company, going on 3 years now, and it's been a wonderful place to work. We've got a great team here. And I've been working with the crew over at Big Hairy Dog also this whole time. So work closely with them. You've got a great team with them as well. So again, just want to introduce us. Our founder, president, and CEO is Joel Vasquez. His son, Jonathan Vasquez, will also be on the call today. He's our research and technical support coordinator. A little bit about our company. We have been in business over 25 years now. So we're not just kind of a fly-by-night company. We're considered certainly a pioneer within the POS industry. We actually had the first mobile point of sale app that came out for a mobile product many years ago. So we're pretty well known within the industry. We've won lots of awards throughout the years, and we've actually been partnering with the Retail Pro product now for well over 10 years. So we've got a lot of experience. We have been perfecting that the whole time. And I think you'll find that it's a really, really great extension of Retail Pro. So I want to talk a little bit about the goal of this webinar. So again, we're partners with Big Hairy Dog and Retail Pro. Been doing it for years. Sort of the theme of this webinar is going to be to discuss how the extension of the Retail Pro capabilities can be maximized through our eMobile POS platform. We're going to show how even though you're using Retail Pro as your main point of sale platform, it's greatly enhanced and extended, in fact, with the addition of adding our eMobile POS products for mobility, such as handheld devices, mobile handhelds, countertop mobile, and even unattended kiosk. You can kind of extend the functionality of Retail Pro out to all these different worlds. You can do events off-site. You can do line busting. You can do so many different applications that perhaps you couldn't do before. This just adds a full suite of products to what you can do with Retail Pro. So again, that's us kind of in a nutshell. We're going to answer some questions at the end. Again, my name's Matt Glaze, and right now I'd like to hand this off to Joel Vasquez. He's going to take you through kind of the next part of this and begin the demonstration.
Perfect. Thank you,
You're
Matt, for the
welcome.
introduction. And we're gonna, as Matt said, we're gonna show you how to do a transaction in a mobile device. It can be a, a PAX N920 device with an embedded barcode reader, or it can even be done on a regular smartphone, iOS or Android. Everything is the same, seamless with seamless integration to Retail Pro. It can be Retail Pro version 9, or it can be Retail Pro Prism. And you will see two transactions, once in a mobile device. Also, kiosk, unattended kiosk. We can provide an unattended kiosk in different formats, smaller, larger, countertop, floor standing, wall mount, and you can enable your customers to complete an unattended transaction scanning, or it can even be done with RFID. RFID means those tags that are attached to different products, like the ones that are in Walmart or Zara, Uniqlo, and then you just throw those items in what is called an RFID well, and then the kiosk automatically reads them, and you just pay and go. Also, that capabilities is included with the eMobilePOS suite of products, which are again totally integrated, seamlessly integrated with each other. So now, with that description, we're going to show you that happening live. Can Jonathan be made presenter? There you go. You're now presenter. So Jonathan right now will bring up the mobile screen, so you will see it live in your screen. This is the screen of a mobile device. It may be an industrial grade PAX device, or it can be even a smartphone like iOS, iPhone, or Android. And you can see here, you can do many different transactions. We're going to focus, of course, just for demonstration's sake, on a simple sale transaction. So he's going to just activate a sales receipt. And once he does that, he then will add products. And of course, you can, if the device has a barcode reader, or you can also use the camera of the smartphone, and you can scan the barcode on the item, and it will automatically be added to the ticket. We were seeing your screen, but suddenly I'm not seeing the screen anymore, Jonathan. Yeah, for some reason you were taken off presenter. Yeah, you were presenter for a minute or so. Now you're coming back. Please excuse for the little back and forth, but typically, again, this is not a recording, this is live. Okay, great. So now he just added two items to that ticket, as you can see. And he just tapped on add the add products button, and he just choose as you were seeing right now, he just looked for a specific product and it was added. So you can do this all day long, just scan very fast, just by reading or using your barcode reader or camera. Once you're ready, then you can do the checkout. So you're taking care of the customer right where the customer is. And then you can enter an email for the customer or a phone number for the customer. This is optional. The advantage of entering this is that then the customer will receive the receipt. It will receive by email or even a text message. And also you can collect that information for future marketing purposes. Now let's pay for that transaction. In this case, we're going to pay cash or click debit. I see that he choose going ahead with credit. And now the device is processing the payment live, and if it's approved, it will give the okay, and that's it. The customer can now leave with their items, as you can see, and that finishes the transaction. So again, a live transaction, how you, with a mobile device, scan for items, add it to the ticket, you just pay with a credit card or cash, and that's it. Now, let me show you, let's share the kiosk application. And again, this is live, so give it a few seconds so we can change the device and share the screen with you.
Sorry, I think he needs to share again. I messed him up by trying to share my screen.
No problem. It's gonna share Jonathan's gonna share now the screen once he switch to the kiosk device. Again, this is live, so we wanted to do this live so you can see the actual product working. And in a few seconds, we're gonna see the screen. Jonathan, I see that you have the screen ready to be shared, but I don't see it shared. It is coming. We lost Jonathan for some reason. So let's continue. Let's continue with Kevin showing that screen, that that transaction that was done on the mobile device. Is gonna show that transaction as it reached already Retail Pro. Again, totally seamless, totally automatic.
Okay.
And then
I can take over from there. So this is our Prism environment. Like he mentioned, this does work with Retail Pro version 9. For this demonstration, we'll be using Retail Pro Prism. And the transaction sync time is a variable. We can set it up in the setting. We can have it uploading the transactions into Prism every minute or every 10 minutes, whatever is desired. If we go into the transaction lookup and just hit search, we'll see our transactions that we had created today. So we have a bunch in here from testing, and the one that he had just made would be this most recent one. If we select view transaction, we'll see the products he had added there. In this case, because no cashier was defined, it comes in as this Prism Custom. Prism Custom is the user that the Prism API uses to make connections to the database. We can set it up to use an actual cashier login from within Prism, and then the correct cashier name will show up on the receipt. We can go to the tender screen and we can see how it was paid. In this case, because it was a demo account, there's no authorization code, but it would show you a partial or it would show the authorization code on a live transaction, as well as if it had been paid with cash. And once the receipt is in Prism, we can run reporting on it. So the sales will come in as part of the store sales. So whatever store you have the device assigned to within the eMobile back office, that's where the sales will be represented within Prism. So if we're to log into our crunch reporting here and run our report, We're going to give it a date range. We'll just say that we're going to look at everything that had been done there for the month. Filter our report. And the way this one's breaking it out is by workstation number. So in this instance, workstation number 5 is actually our eMobile sales, and workstation number 1 is the Prism application itself. If we were to make one just through the Prism interface directly, it's going to show up as workstation 1. So we have the ability to separate these out into their own little buckets for easier reporting, as well as just have them consolidate into the overall store record. So if we just run a standard store sales report, let's see, like a store sales summary, filter this one, give it the same date filter. You'll see all of the sales consolidated in with the normal Prism workstation sales to get your overall sales figures for that store location. That's pretty much it as far as an overview of how the sales are represented in Prism. Oh, I guess one other thing I will note is the receipt number that is generated by eMobile does come through the Prism interface and is denoted here as comment 2. So one of the ways you can identify or kind of like, you know, synchronize the two systems, the eMobile back office and Prism, is to look at this receipt number, and then that's how you can find the receipt in the eMobile side of things if you were, you know, trying to research it. Okay, did we ever get Jonathan back to show an example of the kiosk application? I don't see him on here.
Yes, I believe so. And thank you very much for that description. It was very, very good. Very nice to see how you are able to extend Retail Pro capabilities to not just the countertop, but mobile, any place where a transaction happens. It can be within a local store, or it can be even mobile on the road on an event, and everything will work exactly as you just described. Now, Jonathan is going to share with you how the eMobile kiosk works. Essentially the same, but you will be able to take a look at the look and feel of the user interface. So, Jonathan, go ahead. Tries that. What I will do is I will just share with you a YouTube video where you will see the RFID well even more advanced, because excuse me, the kiosk, but with an RFID well. Give me just a quick second. I'm gonna share my screen. Let me try to do that, of course. It will be a window. Okay, share. So is everybody able to see my window of the YouTube screen? Yes?
Yeah, it's showing now.
Yeah, I can see it, Joel.
Perfect. Great. So let me put this in full screen. Okay, great. Now, you can see the RFID well at the right. You just tap in putting all the bag full of products, and you saw at the left how all the products pop up. And now the next step will be just paying. And then the receipt is printed, and that's it. Now the person just takes the goods and leaves. So again, very easy. And the difference between the RFID and not having the RFID is that the same system, the same hardware. It's just a matter of you scan each item like you do in a supermarket, instead of throwing all the items in a well like you just saw. So that will be essentially the demos. I believe that Jonathan was having some problems. That is very intriguing because he was able to share the screen for the mobile, but not the kiosk. But again, you saw literally what he was going to show you live, but you show a movie, a video from YouTube. By the way, it is available at YouTube if you look for it, so you can see it again. So that will be all for the capabilities, the extended capabilities of Retail Pro, how you are able to do it, and how easy it is to see those transactions and reporting in Retail Pro. And now I will give the control to Paula.
Paula, are you there?
Sorry, I was just talking away. Thanks everybody for joining. I like to say that we love these devices. I tell clients they're grab and go. You can literally, you're using them in the store, and then you can go in the back office and switch it, and now you can take your stuff with you, and you're out making sales somewhere else on site. They have, the tap and go. They have wireless. They have store and forward. There's lots of really great features that you can use for them. And it's just a really great tool to either add as a line buster or add it for trunk shows, or if you go to trade shows or anything like that. The flexibility is really there with it, and you have all of your data right there back to your Retail Pro inventory, so that you can track everything and doing all of your receiving and tracking. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to either myself or somebody else on our sales team, and we'd be happy to either schedule another demo or get you more information, or if you're looking for pricing. Thanks again, and then we'll also be sending out the video to the attendees and the people also that signed up but weren't able to make it today. Thanks again, everybody.
I guess I have one thing that I'll add on top of that that wasn't expressly mentioned. So the solution can also act as almost like a backup to your point of sale system. Prism is great, but Prism's also limited by the fact that your building has power. And if your building doesn't have power, Prism is not going to do very much. So we had a customer about a month ago or so, just went live. They were on Prism for only about a week. They had an eMobile device and they lost power due to some storms. And the customer sent me a text with a picture of them standing at their countertop with their eMobile device, still making sales when all the lights in their building were completely off. So that's just like another application that can, or another way that these devices can be used to kind of help, bolster your POS environment and keep you going even when Mother Nature or the power company or somebody else does otherwise. So it's something to keep in mind as well.
That's a great point, Kevin. And not only building power, but if you lose internet connectivity, maybe not even power, but you lose internet connectivity, our devices can function from multiple layers. They can function off Ethernet in some cases. They can function off Wi-Fi, and they can even function off of cellular SIM cards. So if you lose your main connectivity, you can have a backup cellular card in there to continue to take secure, and authorized transactions real time. Finally, there is another layer where you can actually do offline transactions completely, even if there's no cellular, no Wi-Fi, no Ethernet, no landline. Our devices will work in a completely offline environment. So we'd love to chat with you about that and tell you a little bit more about how that works too. So we'd be glad to send you product specs or do another video demo with you, real time, however you'd like to do it. Just please feel free to be in touch with any one of us.
I'll also add to that you can use your cell phone's wireless hotspot to connect the devices to as well, and use that as a connection for processing payments.
There you go. Perfect. Thank you, Kevin. Thanks for bringing that up.
Thank you, everybody.
Thanks, everybody. Have a great day.
Yeah. Thanks, Paula. Thank you, everyone. Talk to you very soon.